Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Tuesday, January 14th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 3 of 2025, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 33 degrees with a high of 42 and a low of 15. Welcome to my broadcast. I am here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles, and laughs, pretty pictures, and the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always fun. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who'll see this broadcast after the fact, which I know a majority of you do. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who'll see this broadcast when I download it into my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick, which I highly suggest you join because that's where you'll get information about what's going on and our freebies. So, good to see everybody tonight. The format is I always do a buddy color, and tonight we are working on our iguana, which I don't have too much more to do. I think it's turning out beautifully, and I'm really proud of you guys that have been posting in the group the picture that you've been doing along with me on that. On this buddy color, I always suggest that you pace me, and that way you can see what particular technique I'm showing you. Okay, now, the second thing I'll be doing tonight is working on, oh, wait a minute. I forgot to show you that first image is from this book. It's one of my books, so that's why I'm able to share the image. Critters in Tutus, Jubilee. And this is a cool little book. It's got a bunch of little critters. Each one of them is wearing a tutu. There's the one we're doing. So it's a pretty nifty little book. All right. The second image that I'm working on is our steampunk scientist. And this is from the Coloring Heaven Steampunk Special. This book is from 2021. Don't know if it's still available, if anybody's interested in getting it. But it's a pretty cool little book. All right. Now, tonight, depending on how far I get, let me put him aside. Depending on how far I get with this, I'll be starting up a new buddy color. I've gone ahead and posted the image in the group. And I'm going to be working on it out of the combo word search and coloring book. 50 word search puzzles, 50 related images to color. And I'm going to be working on the playing cards. I think this will be absolutely gorgeous. Now, the setup for the book is that in the book you have your image, and then you have your word search related to that image on the left-hand side. Let me grab some water here. So that's the setup for this book. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a little coloring. We'll do a little puzzle. I think we'll have fun. So make sure in the group that you print out both pages. Print out the image, print out the puzzle. Okay, so let me get this out of the way. Let's see who's popped in already. There's Mamie. Mamie, so glad to see you, Mamie. Hi, Carmen. Hope you're feeling better today. Hello, Miss Kitty. Lori, hello. Janie, good to see ya. Let's see. Hello, Ivy. Waving right back at you. Miss Tammy, good to see you. Okay, now do me a favor. First of all, hit the thumbs up if you tend to like the broadcast. Hi, Sherry. Please hit that thumbs up. That means a lot to me. And the other thing I would ask you is please, right now, share this broadcast to your timeline so that if anybody clicks on it, they'll be able to come in while the broadcast is live. All right, there's Thomas. Hi, Thomas. All right. So let me get my paper towel out. Sherry, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Guys, I'm going to remind you, you know how good you feel when you're in here, and we want to share that with other people. Okay. So let me get my swatch sheet. So I'm going to work on the belt. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that a black belt because I want it to stand out. So I'm going to get out my black. And then the next color that we'll do with that is a medium gray. All right, so let me zoom in. Hello, Miss Amy. So in the area here, where it's darker, that's where I'm going to put the black. Now, tell me, guys, how was your day today? Win, lose, or draw? I'm going to say draw. It's been quiet. Thomas says my day was a lose. I had a bad day. Don't want to talk about it. Okay. Lori, draw. Kitty, draw. Amy, draw. Carmen, draw. Janie says we got to finish 2 pictures, so I'm assuming that's a win. Okay, there's my darker part of our belt. So Thomas says yesterday was a win. I got 2 new coloring books. Yay, and some new markers. Okay, now I'm coming in with my gray. Hello, Grace. Grace, how are you doing today? Win, lose, or draw? And then notice with my gray, I'm blending in that black. Now I'm going to come back with my black. And I'm going to put that black on the outside so it gives us some dimension. Now notice as soon as I put that black up around the top that makes that belt look dimensional. Okay, let me pull out. You can see how that looks. Now I'm going to pop over to the shoes. And I'm going to match the pinks in the tutu on the shoes. So you'll need your dark, medium, and light pinks. Let's see, I think I want a little darker pink than that. Yeah, there we go. But before I do that, I'm going to get a gold pencil. Let's see what I've got here. Okay, Amy, thank you. Oh, gonna sneeze. Hold on. All right. Thank you, Tammy. Hey, I sneezed 3 times. I'm healthy. What can I say? Now, I'm going to do the tassels. Thank you, Thomas. I'm going to do my tassels in gold. Oh, Paul. Hi, Paul. Drive safely, Paul. Paul, how is your day going today? Win, lose, or draw? Okay, now let's do the other side. Now, the tassels on this one are pushed off to the side a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to draw in a couple of extra tassels here. Very simple to do. Your day is a draw. Oh, you're on your way to clean up after a big dinner party. Oh. All right, everybody see how I drew those extra tassels in? And then I'm going to come in with my pencil. And that way we can balance this out a little more. Now, all right, Amy, thank you. Now, I'm going to continue with my gold around the edge of the shoe here. And again, be sure to turn your pencil when you lift off the paper. Keeps the point sharp. And remember, since you want to do your pencils in layers, you want to repeat and go over what you just colored. Oh, Janie, you got 2 inches of snow? Nope, none here. Everything we got the other day melted away. Carmen, you got about 3 inches. Okay. All right, let me get that little boo-boo off here. All the way up to the front door. All right, this is looking pretty cool. Okay, now let's grab our pink pencils. Not to be confused with the Pink Panther. Oh, man. Carmen says where it's a warm and balmy 5 degrees and it feels like -5. Okay. Now I'm going to come in with my darkest pink. And start working on my darker areas of the shoes. So remember on grayscale, dark, medium, light pencils. Hi, Lois. When we do dark, medium, and light, I like to start with the dark. But it's up to you. Lois is in the room. And guys, don't hesitate to ask if you have any questions. That's why I'm live. Okay. Then I'm going to come in with my medium. Now, this is where I always tell you, don't come in like gangbusters with your pencils. Your first layer should be light. And notice then, after I've put in my original tint, my lightness, then I go back and make it as dark as I want. Yes, Thomas, you need to keep even strokes with markers. Now, when you get to an area where you've got your darker stroke, this is where you want to use your medium to blend that in. You're welcome, Thomas. Oh, Paul, thank you. Paul, how's the weather in your area? And then let's take that medium up to the top here. And we'll blend it with that dark area that we colored in earlier. Oh, you've got about 50 degrees. Good for you. How about when that big snowstorm moved through for everybody? Did you get a lot of snow? Okay, now we're going to come in with our light pink. And again, notice the repetitive strokes. Look how cool that's looking. Now I'm going to come in back with my medium. We're just going to add a little bit of dimension there. And then we have our light on the top of the shoe. And notice how I'm coloring in little circles? That way we get full coverage, good and consistent. Take your time, guys. Coloring is not a race. Hi, Sarah. All right, let's move on to the second shoe. Now I'm going to put, before I do that, I'm going to put a little bit of the darker pink in between our little frills here. And that'll give us some dimension. And I'm also going to take this, my darkest color, and I'm just going to edge this a little bit. Now remember, you don't want to have any stark lines. You want to blend that in. And then again, we're going to do what? Repeated strokes. For any of you out there that are heavy-handed when you color, knock it off. If you're heavy-handed, you take away the chance or the ability to coax in our different shading and shadowing. All right. There is absolutely no place for heavy-handedness. Okay, let's get this other shoe done. The shoe is on the other foot. Ha ha! Okay. Now again, I'm going to start with my darker area. So that my darkest pencil. And remember, when you apply a darker shade to an object, that immediately tells the brain that that object or that part is farther away. That's how you get that rounded effect. Okay. So, Paul, I still think that you should put your earbuds in while you're cleaning and you can listen to the chatter of the broadcast. Just pretend you're listening to music. Well, Thomas, if you can't help being heavy-handed, then you just go with the flow of your heavy-handedness. In other words, color the way that your hands permit you to color. Okay. Now, let's get our medium here. Sarah, you took a break in your Luna book to do some simple coloring. That's a good idea. I've done that if I'm involved in a really detailed project. Sometimes I'll take a break from it and go with something really simple. Okay, here's my medium. There's our medium. Yeah, Luna is Hannah Carl's own. I'm pretty sure. Okay, now I'm going through and doing my medium. Grace, you got that book? Yeah, I do as well. By the way, has anybody heard what's going on with Hannah? The last I heard, her brain tumor came back. Anybody have an update on that? Okay. Oh, it's Maria Troll. Sorry. Yeah, Grace, you're not the only one that gets those two mixed up. Okay, here's my lightest color. And notice how I'm using that lighter color to blend and pull everything together. There's the picture here that Sarah's working on in Luna. Isn't that pretty? Okay. And let's go up to the ribbons on the shoe here. All right, let me pull out. And I'm using my lightest pencil now to blend everything together. So Jennifer, the about Hannah, last I heard at the end of December, she's going through treatments for her brain tumor and said that would continue for a while. Oh man. She's really had it rough, hasn't she? Okay. I need to use a tissue, so I'm going to mute you guys for a second. Back in a flash. Okay, I'm back. Paul Hannah Carlzon, Karlzon, is a very well-known author of coloring books. She's got a very distinct style. Yeah, her books are absolutely gorgeous. And about a year and a half ago, she announced that she was diagnosed with a brain tumor. So she laid low for a while and got the treatments for it. And then she came back and was doing additional work. I think she even released a book. And just recently, she announced that the tumor has come back. Okay, now I'm going to come in with some white. And I'm going to put a little bit of white on the lighter areas, the lighter pink of the shoe. And I'm going to confine that white to the center of the light area. And check out how that really makes this the shoe shine and look satiny, which is what you want with ballerina shoes. Look at the difference between the two, guys. Okay, and let's do our shine on the second one. So now you're getting a lesson on how to color satin shine into a material. Okay, now let's go towards the back here. Well, actually, I'm going to color inside of the shoe. Add a little bit of our white highlight so we get additional shine. And then we'll do that on the side. Remember, keep your shine lines towards the middle of the color that you're trying to shine up. And then let's put a little bit of shine here across the top. Now, look at the difference between the two shoes. One with the shine, one without. I mean, I've got the shine here, but look at internally and on the side. And look how much better this shoe on the left, our left, looks. Okay. So let's put a little shine here across the top. Who's coloring this with me tonight? Janie, you're coloring with me? Are you putting the shine on your shoes? And then I'm going to put just a little bit of shine up here. Okay. Now, one last little touch here. I'm going to take my darkest pink and I'm going to edge the straps a little bit. Tammy's doing the mermaid out of the word search book. All right, let's do the edging over here. Finger blend if you need to. Let me turn this just so that I can get my angle here. All right, let me pull out. Hey, Linda. Linda, the Three Amigos, Uno, Dos, Tres. Linda, Michelle, and Wally. I was beginning to wonder about you, Linda. Okay. Oh, the cable guy just left? Okay, I have a product called Chunky Glitter. Now, let me pull out the colors that I want here. Now, what this stuff is, it's holographic, which is important, and it's got a combination of large glitter pieces and small glitter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a very light pink. This stuff is called blush. And I'm going to put a little bit of glitter on the pink part of the tutu. So I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to spread it on an area. I think I'm going to use a Q-tip to do this. And I'm going to moisten the tip of that Q-tip with my tongue. And I'm going to pull some of the large and small glitter and put it on our tutu. Now, I want you to notice, let me get that direct glare off of this. Is that I'm using this stuff very sparingly. And you just have to be careful that you keep track of where you put the glue so that you know where to apply the glitter. Everybody see how I'm working to get the large and small glitter on here. And you don't need much of the glitter at all. I'll pull out in a second so you can see this effect. This will make sense in a moment. Now, what do I always tell you? Trust the process. See how I'm getting these little tiny pieces here? a little bit of a challenge, but ultimately it works. Guys, what does that mean when I say trust the process? All right, look at these little teeny tiny pieces that we're getting on here. All right, let me pull out and show you what I've got so far, because it's looking pretty cool. Isn't that beautiful? Now, if you want, you can use your little tray that you have that you use on diamond painting. And notice how I'm spreading that out so I have access to the large and small pieces. All right, let's keep going with this. Guys, what does that mean when I say trust the process? What does that mean to you? Kitty says not to worry. That's part of it. Not to worry about what? That it'll make sense in the end. That's right. Keep going and doing it right, and it will come out fine when it's finished. That's right. Unfortunately, a lot of people, when they adult color, they'll do a segment of a page and then prejudge how it's going to look. And they'll say things like, oh, it's coming out horribly, da 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 da. And they'll start giving up on their pieces. And it's not necessarily just wait and see well, that's part of it, where I'm going with stuff. But I want you guys to feel comfortable in your own skin that you're not giving up too early or criticizing too early. Okay, let's keep going with this. Now, does anybody have the heebie-jeebies about putting glue on their finger and rubbing it into the paper or spreading it on the paper? All right, let's keep going with this. When I say trust the process, I'm telling you, don't prejudge your piece. Work it through. Angry Bear, hello. Okay, now follow your pink the way we colored this. All right, let's roll this around. Now, I'm right in between the two claws here. By the way, do any of you already have this holographic glitter that I'm using? The large and small. Kitty, you have regular glitter? Okay. Now, notice I'm being really specific with my glitter. When I get into areas where the tutu spikes out a little bit. Hold on, just had a little bit of a glitter spill. All right. Let me pull off. Oh, is it like salt now? I have to throw a pinch over my shoulder? Oh, yeah. Okay, guys, what do you think? Now, I've got to go back to the beginning here where I started because as I got going on this, I got a little heavier. With the glitter as I went along with it. So I'm going to go back and apply a little bit more over here just to balance it out. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to one and all. Hi, Maggie. Maggie, we're playing with glitter, with chunky glitter and glue. Okay, so any areas here where I have some light patches, just to even it out a little bit. I'm going to pop in a little more glitter. Now, I want you to notice that I didn't put any of this pink glitter on any of the orange. In other words, as I had my rough edges here, I went ahead and followed that. Now, I've got one little area here that's my pink is poking out. And I'm just going to make sure that my glitter pokes out as well. Now, I've got another area here where my pink extends out into the orange. So I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of my smaller glitter pieces there. Remember, guys, sweat the details. Okay, let me attempt to get my glitter back in the container here, which is going to be a little bit of a trick. Look how this glitter is sticking to my container. Ah! Oh, let's see if I can get it back in the jar. All right, I got most of it back in. See, the problem is that the little glitter chunks live to be used on a project. And when you make them get back into the jar, they get upset. And you guys know that I'm going to be finding glitter chunks in my bed, right? Oh, Mamie, you got a blanket with sleeves? So, Maggie, you have a hooded blanket, long sweatshirt the kids gave a couple years ago, and you love it. My Linda, so glad to see you. Okay. Miss Tammy, good night. Okay, I'm going to stop here on this piece because I want to work on that word search. Any questions about what I did here? Again, it is chunky holographic glitter. Make sure when you pick it up, it's holographic and it's a mix. It's a mix. You've got chunky pieces and tiny light pieces. Okay. So tomorrow night I'm going to do a background. Oh, Swiffer dry sheets are great for corralling glitter. Gotcha. I think Jackie's turning out beautifully, don't you? Okay, next project. Let me clear my area a little bit here. Okay, so when I uploaded the buddy color project, I told you to print out the puzzle and the picture. So the picture I'm going to be doing is the cards, the playing cards. So let me find the puzzle in the book, which is right there. So please pull out your puzzle. And what I'd like you to do, now again, you got to trust me on this. We'll see if you guys are interested enough to play along. I want you to take a pencil and number down the side of your puzzle. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Now there's a method to my madness. I hope you're numbering. Okay, and then I'm going to number across the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay, now, what I suggest you do when you do these puzzles, you can use a colored pencil. So I was using yellow, but you can also use different colors. Just make sure they're very light. You could use a blue, you could use green. Now, the way we play this together, and again, I hope you're playing along with me. is as you find words in the puzzle, let me know where it is. So, for example, we have the word competition. So the way that you would help me find that word, you would tell me 1, 4. Then we have the word jack. So that would be 12, 5. Does everybody see how I'm getting that? Now, if you post numbers and I don't respond right away, just post them again. Oh, Grace found 3, 6. 3, 6, clubs. So jack is a 12, 5. Collectible is at 24, 15. 2, 11, hearts. Maggie says 26, 3. 26, 3. Oh, and call out the word for me, would you please? 26, 3, interactive. Let's see here. Twenty-three, 13, rectangular. 23, 13. Check your number, Maggie. I'm not running into it. I landed on the M. That's okay. 21, 13. 21. No, I see the R, but there's nothing around it. $21, $13. RO, RA, RB, RL, RE, RD, RG. Nope, nope, not seeing it. Well, I found the number 10, but it's not in the list. $21, $23. $21, $23. Oh, there we go. RECTANGULAR. There we go. I found it. It's a backwards. No worries, we finally got it. Let's see. I'm just going to do a few more of these words and then we'll get to coloring the picture. The way you list the diagonal is give me the coordinates. So in other words, it might be 8, 11. I'll land on that letter, and when you tell me what the word is, I'll look for it in all of the directions. So just get me to the first letter of the diagonal word. Oh, I think I found symbol, if it's on the list. Okay, symbols is at 4-3. 21. Okay, you got to give me the second number, though. 21 what? Okay, Maggie, I need two numbers from you. Go back to index. Oh, there it is. Okay, 21-2 index. $21.6. I found it at 21.2. Anybody else finding words? You see, Maggie, 21.6. Okay, 7:12 entertainment. Okay, 7:12. There we go. 7:12. Let me get up there. ENTERTAINMENT. Got it. All right, let's do a couple more of these. Janie, 21:15. 21. $21.15 puts me on the letter L. 2515. Okay, 2515 puts me on the letter C. Okay, I found standard. It's a 25-8. STANDARD. Got it. You guys are good at getting the angled ones. $15-1 poker. 15-1. Oh, there you go. Carmen got it. 15. Row 15, column 1. POKER. Thank you, Carmen. You guys are putting me to shame. You're finding more than I am. Anybody else finding words on here? Maggie 119. 119. Skill. Ah, there we go. SKILL. Carmen 2426. 24, 26 red. Found it, lower right hand corner. Linda, 1826 love. 18. Oh, luck. I misread it. Got it. Okay. I think we'll call it on these words. Did you guys enjoy that? So feel free to use different colored pencils. Well, hello, Sherry. Anyone got a last one before I start coloring? Give me one more, and then we'll start coloring the picture. You guys are good at this. Maggie, 414 competition. 414. Puts me on the letter I. Try again, Maggie. Linda says 26, 23. 26, 23. Inexpensive. Thank you, Linda. Carmen 2415. $24.15 puts me on, yeah, collectible. Maggie 14, competition. All right. Guys, what do you think? That was fun. You guys are good at this. Guys, did you enjoy playing that? I was hoping that you would. Okay, let's go to the image. So hopefully you printed out the cards. Oh, you guys enjoy doing that as a group. Okay, cool. Well, if you like it that much, what I can do, don't finish the puzzle. And what I'll do is each night that I'm coloring the image, we'll do a little bit of the word search until we finish it. How does that sound? Okay, let's start attacking these images. Faber-Castell 103, my ivory. You guys just never know what's going to happen when you come into the group, huh? My Linda, tell us something fun. Oh, Sarah, you'll be working, but I've already done almost all of it. Okay. Cool. That means you can help us if we get stuck. Okay. If you don't have the ivory, the Faber-Castell 103, yes, you can use the substitute, Janie. All right, Sarah. Sarah, I'm so glad you stopped by. Now, doing these cards in ivory are really going to make the flowers look really cool on this. Hallelujah. Amen. Amen. Guys, I'm really glad you enjoyed doing the word search puzzle. Oh, look how pretty this already is. Okay, let's do this. All my ivories are ridiculously short. Oh, Maggie, you like to find words in order as listed. Let me show you something funny. Let me find my book again. Okay. So, mind you, I'm not really a word search person. But the other night, I started up on the one that are the balloons. And when I do the words, I'm very systematic about it. So, for example, I'll start at the top maybe or whatever, the side or whatever, but going across the top, I'll do all the angles this way, and then I'll do the angled ones this way, again, starting at the top, and then I'll do up and down. So I do that all the way around the puzzle. Anybody else care to share how they do their puzzles? And as you can see, I've used different colored pencils to do this. Oh, Janie, your husband won't do word search with you because he thinks we should do them in order. I don't do them in order. Okay. Well, Janie, you need to find a way to do them with your husband. You know, Janie, what you could do is one of you could work out of the book, make a copy of the page, and give that copy to the other person. That way the two of you could work on the same page at the same time. Guys, how do the rest of you do word search? Okay, let me close this. So again, this is one of my new books, Combo Word Search and Coloring Book, 50 word search puzzles, 50 related images to color. Guys, just reboot. Okay, everybody's going to reboot? Okay. Okay, Carmen, you're back? Cool. Who's coloring this with me tonight? Miss Janie, you're coloring with me? Miss Sarah, you're coloring with me? Carmen coloring with me? Sarah, same thing. I'm still going to use the ivory. Now, having said that, Sarah, we could leave the inside of the card white. Let's do that. Let's leave the inside of the card white. That's okay, Sarah. Go ahead and finish it in ivory. Not the end of the world. That's fine, Sarah. Okay. Now, don't forget to turn your pencil. We've talked a lot about that, especially when you're coloring in bigger areas. Take your time, especially with a lighter color like this. Look how beautiful that looks. Sarah, since the ivory is so light, if you have an electric eraser, you can go ahead and erase that out. But that's up to you. It's no biggie. Yes, I'll be doing the other card, the outside of it ivory. Now, again, take your time. Oh, Sarah, good. Okay, now, I'm going to go upside down here. It's just easier for me because I'm right-handed. Okay, now be careful about getting your ivory on your letters. You want those as black as possible. So Sarah, so I'm doing a picture that's the black from my old print in the lines. So I need to go over the lines. What would you use? So you're trying to get rid of the good night, Lois. You're trying to get rid of the black lines? No, you're not. You're trying to fix where the spots are in the ink. Oh. I would simply use a black Pilot pen. Black pen. Now, wait till you see this when I pull out. I think you're going to like it. This is Faber-Castell 103 Ivory. And then we're into our shaded area here, but I'm still going to use my Ivory 103. Okay, let me pull out. Check it out. Isn't that gorgeous? Check out the difference between the ivory and the white. Okay, let's do the ace. Now remember, as you're coloring something, it may cause you to change your mind about what colors you were planning on using for other areas, and that is perfectly okay. You always want to be very fluid in your coloring. A lot of times people will get a fixed idea as to what they want to color. And if they end up having to change it, that's where they get thrown off. And they get disappointed, and that shouldn't be the case at all. It's perfectly okay to have some ideas about how you want to color something, but once you start coloring in an area, be aware that you may change your mind. And interestingly enough, some people won't change their mind come hell or high water. They want to use what they decided they wanted to start out with. Don't lock yourself in a box. Okay. Be flexible. Exactly. For example, I knew that I wanted to do the cards ivory. I felt that that would give us some good dimension and class to the project. Now, I already have colors in mind for the flowers, but what I'm telling you is once you put in your color, in this case the ivory, you may want to change your mind. Wait till you see how this looks when I pull out. Okay, I'm down to this corner here. All right, let me pull out. Creak. Check it out. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, I am at a good stopping point. The only other thing I may do while I'm still here, so don't go scooting off yet, you like your eggshell? You made it your own. Excellent. Is I'm going to take a water-based marker. And I'm going to color in these hearts. And the reason I'm using the marker on these hearts is because they're so tiny that if I were using pencil in an attempt to try and shade these little puppies, it would have been very hard to do. Okay, now we got a heart here in the lower right-hand corner. Oh, let me find it here. There we go. Isn't that cute as a button? All right, let me pull out. Check it out. And you can see how gorgeous that ivory is making the face of the card look. That's why I'm showing you a pulled away view of this so you can see how it's going to look on the entire background. Okay guys, I'm ready to call it an evening. This is ILene Vick for teaching about adult coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. Check out how cute our iguana looks with just a little bit of the glitter. I hope you enjoyed what I showed you with it. I think it looks really cool. I was very light-handed with it. It just adds enough. And then our second image, this is from our word search. There are the cards. And here's the puzzle that we're working on. I would encourage you to not do the puzzle ahead of time because we're having so much fun doing it together. Okay guys, take care. Have a great rest of the evening. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. Please hit that like arrow. That's important to me. Please share this broadcast to your timeline. And I'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. Take care. Have a great rest of the evening. Didn't get to my steampunk scientist, but that's okay. We'll work that in. Okay, guys. Till tomorrow then. Bye. Oh, hello, Candy. Nice to meet you. Sorry, signing off. Catch us tomorrow night, Candy. Okay, guys. Bye.